Yo, what up, is Don?
Is Emily here?
We are the Soul Brothers, just checking in, seeing where the notification boys are at, Soul Squadron. Let's talk about some of the best outdoor basketball, performance basketball shoes you can get right now, right about now.
Yes.
You know, somewhat recent. Now, we don't play a ton outdoors, but we do test some shoes every now and then outdoors. And we do know what it takes for a shoe to make it to the outdoor courts, you know, asphalt, cement, dirt. I don't know where you're playing, but, you know, you guys play in various different places. I grew up playing on the blacktop most of my years.
Long time
many moons ago. But so what does it take for it to be a good outdoor shoe? I think number one is definitely price. Okay, because it's going to take a lot of punishment out there. It's going to get dirty. You're doing toe drags. If you're doing anything like that, you're going to want a strong upper. You definitely want a strong outsole to last on the cement and stuff. And I also would kind of like some decent cushion, because you're playing on blacktop, and that is bad for your knees.
Yeah.
Right. So the hardwood is nice because there's a little bounce in the wood, but on the blacktop it's nothing, and it's very hard on your bones. So if you have a little bit of cushion, that always helps. But I think definitely number one is price, right? That is big. You know, if you can get a shoe, but like a shoe like the D Lillard 2, that's very, very cheap, but you shouldn't play with those outdoors because the outsole,
Yeah.
It probably won't last too long.
And the upper.
And the upper is pretty soft. So let's get into some of the best shoes for outdoor use.
Yes. So of course the rubber has to be hard and the materials have to be pretty good, and they're in no particular order.
Yeah.
So the first one is the Audacity.
Yeah, great shoe.
It's 100 bucks. The rubber is hard, cushion is okay, and then the only thing I would say is the mesh. So just be careful. It depends on what you do, because some players they do toe drags, some players they don't. You know, so if you do a lot of toe drags, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a hole right away in your shoe. But if you don't, immediately, yeah. So
the 2015 wasn't as it was a different material. It was a little stronger, I feel like.
Yeah.
Not the strongest, but.
So the one you had was All Star, but then the 2015 was also mesh.
Right.
Material.
Right.
So maybe the All Star colorway, but that's the old one. So
yeah.
But it's, so there's that, the Audacity. Another one is the CP3.10. The cushion is absolute ass.
Right.
So I mean it's fine. It doesn't like really suck, but it's not the best cushion. But what makes it good is the rubber. The rubber is really hard. How much is it? 130, I think, 140.
Something like that.
It's not the cheapest shoe,
No.
but the rubber's good, and then the materials should be okay, unless you do like toe drags. Okay. Now moving on to the next one is a shoe that I absolutely hate, but Don liked, and the rubber's hard and stuff. So it's the Soldier 10, the LeBron Soldier 10. The rubber's hard, so it should be okay outdoors. The cushion is not the best, but
yeah, in the colorway I got, it was XDR rubber, an outdoor rubber.
Yeah.
The gum bottoms, and I had really good traction indoors, and outdoors it was great. Also, it's made for outdoors, that rubber. And overall, it's a pretty durable shoe. It's pretty cheap. You get some good impact protection. Really no cushion there, so in that category, it's not great. But you know, for an outdoor shoe, it's not bad.
Yeah. Okay. Another shoe is the LeBron 13. So LeBron 13, the rubber's hard. It's not the thickest rubber, but the rubber is hard, so it should be okay outdoors. And then the cushion is good. The Zoom gives you a good amount of impact protection. And then the materials is just, it's really hard.
Yeah, you're not gonna fuck that up.
Yeah, you're not gonna fuck that up. So.
And the cushion is, the outsole is pretty hard rubber, but the grooves are pretty shallow. And it is kind of an expensive shoe, but they're on stupid sales right now.
75 bucks.
75 bucks. So you know you can't really beat that for an outdoor beater shoe.
I think they're like one of the best for durability out of all the shoes here.
For sure.
So
those things are tanks.
Yeah, LeBron 13s, man. Okay, and then the next one is the Clutch Fit Drive 3.
Yeah.
So the rubber is really hard, you know, and it's a pretty deep rubber, not too shallow, and the cushion is good. You know, charge cushion is not the best, but it's alright.
Yeah.
You have the insole also to add more comfort and a little bit of impact protection, and then the upper, it's pretty durable.
It's fairly durable. Yeah.
The clutch fit, it's thick also, not the thinnest. So it feels premium. It's a good price. So I think that's another pretty good outdoor shoe that you guys can get.
Clutch fit is usually a good outdoor all around shoe. You know, you can definitely rock them indoors, good indoor shoe, but you know, the price is not crazy. And Under Armour they pack a lot of good, they pack a good shoe into a cheap price usually, so that's good.
Okay, and then just last but not least, is just any retro or old school shoes. I have the Iversons, the Questions, the Jordan 10s, the Crazy 8s. You know, they all have crazy hard rubber, and
because that's like kind of my heyday. When I was back then, like we all played outdoors. We all played at the playground. Not a lot of us didn't go to. I don't know why. I don't know if they existed or we just didn't go. But all the ballers I knew, we went to the blacktop, and that's where we balled. And so a lot of the shoes where they were selling at that time were made for that. They had a solid outsole, pretty strong rubber outsole, and then materials are just like leathers and shit, you know, which should last forever.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of those shoes are good for outdoor use.
Yep. So there you go. Those are a few of the good, the best options in the Soul Brothers' opinion for outdoor use.
Foams may not be too bad either, although they're crazy expensive.
Yes.
You know, but if you find a good cheap deal on foams, those aren't bad. Those will last forever.
Maybe like Chuck Posits.
Chuck Posits.
Those are on sale too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Hope we helped you guys out because a lot of you guys were asking, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Later.
Peace.